EMI Martinez helped Argentina win their third World Cup title. Dibu went from being virtually unknown in his homeland to winning a Golden Glove in Qatar in just 18 months. But behind his success, there's a story of grit and determination. From England's third tier to the World Cup final. What the heaven happened to EMI Martinez? London calling. EMI Martinez left Argentina when he was just 17 years old. Arsenal spotted him during a U17 international tournament and snapped him up immediately. Dibu left his country and family behind to pursue his footballing dream and help his parents overcome financial difficulties in the process. But his journey as a gunner wouldn't be easy, as he went on loan 6 times in 7 seasons. Dibu went from England's third tier to the Championship and even had a 1-year spell in La Liga, playing for Getafe. As for Arsenal, chances were few and far between, until something changed in 2020. During a game against Brighton, goalkeeper Bernd suffered a major injury. Dibu replaced him in what was his first Premier League game since the 2016-2017 season. And it was on. Martinez performed amazingly and seized his chance when he started in the 2020 FA Cup final against Chelsea. The goalkeeper was key, and the Gunners lifted the trophy. After the match, Dibu burst in tears. He finally felt his career was taking off. He took his chance and shone, but Arsenal still preferred Linu as its first choice. Age 27, he knew he needed regular game time, and Aston Villa gave him the opportunity he'd been waiting a decade for. His performances with the Villains proved that he was ready to be a Premier League #1. In his first season, Dibu broke a club record, keeping 15 clean sheets, and was subsequently named Villa's Player of the Year. He was living a dream. All his efforts, all those years on loan, had finally paid off. What he didn't know was that Argentina manager Lionel Scaloni had been tracking his progress. Mastermind. Despite earning a surprise call-up for his national team in 2011, Scaloni first included him in one of his squads in 2019. But he stayed on the bench and didn't play a single minute. It wasn't until 2021 that he finally featured for Argentina in a 1-1 draw against Chile, just weeks before the Copa America. In CONMEBOL's biggest tournament, Martinez was a key figure. Conceded just 2 goals in 6 games played. His incredible mind games during the semifinals will go down in Argentine footballing folklore. Dibu saved 3 penalties, and his trash-talking of Jerry Mina and Edwin Cardona will live long in the memory. He unnerved opponents and produced eccentric dances in celebration. In doing so, Dibu gained lovers and haters all over the continent. A monumental performance in the final cemented his status as a national hero. The goalkeeper helped change the team's mentality. After 6 consecutive final defeats, Argentina lifted a trophy, with Martinez playing a key role. But these kind of players never settle, and Dibu knew that the biggest goal was still on the horizon. The world in his hands. Martinez's World Cup, in the same way as Argentina's, was a roller coaster. He conceded 2 goals from 2 shots against Saudi Arabia. He was largely untroubled during the remaining group games, but Australia awaited him in the round of 16. And that's when this madman decided to step up. Argentina were on the verge of an easy win when Australia suddenly scored via an Enzo Fernandez own goal. Martinez couldn't believe it. He wasn't responsible for those goals, but he hadn't been able to save his national team yet. But in the last minute of the game, the Australians got a dream chance inside the box. The only obstacle? Dibu Martinez. The keeper stopped the shot with his arm, keeping Argentina's dream alive in the process. He saved his side once more against the Netherlands, saving 2 penalties in their shootout win. The dances were back. Dibu was the hero once again. An unexpectedly calm afternoon in the semifinals presented Martinez the opportunity to play in a World Cup final. Just 2 years after being a 27-year-old sub who couldn't find his place in the game, Argentina were practically perfect until the 75th minute when a silly foul inside the box gave France hope. In a matter of seconds, Kylian Mbappe had scored a brace to tie the scores. Not even Lionel Messi's extra-time finish could save Argentina, as Kiki scored a second penalty kick. But Martinez's story with the Albiceleste reads like a fairy tale, and he added to that legacy in the 120th minute. Kolo Muani found himself in a 1v1 against the goalkeeper. The French had the World Cup trophy at his feet, but Martinez won the battle. An outstretched left boot stopped the shot, ensuring Argentina would take the tie to penalties. As if he needed to prove anything else, Dibu saved Kingsley Coman's penalty to give Argentina the lead. But you know, he couldn't leave Qatar without giving us another taste of his unique mind games. Martinez threw the ball away so that Koeman and Tchouaméni had to go look for it while he stared at them. And he ran to the corner while dancing as Tchouaméni missed his penalty. At this point, it's safe to say that Martinez is one of the best, if not the best, penalty stoppers in the world, right? In any case, Dibu lifted the most coveted trophy in the world and capped off an emotional 10-year journey in the best way possible. EMI Martinez has had to overcome lots of obstacles to gain his place in football. Now, 10 years after his debut, he's found himself on top of the world. Is Dibu now one of the best keepers in the world? Let us know in the comments.